So this is my first recording, okay, and I wanted to talk about one of the programs, one of the challenges we talked about in our previous collaboration, okay. So with that, let me share my screen, okay. So okay, so what was the problem statement, okay? What was the problem statement, okay? So the problem statement was to find a uh, to write a phone book contact with default attributes. Okay, if these attributes are not defined, instance creation should should fail. Okay, so this is what this was, if I'm not wrong, was delegated to Mukesh, but okay, you guys are busy, and I thought like, okay, I'll take this up and I'll try to do it myself, okay, and then share it with you as a recording, okay. So let me know how you feel. So here I am going with the definition. Okay, let's say, let's not take the phone book example. I'm not taking the phone book example. I'm taking a very generic class definition and instantiation. Okay, so if you look here, right? Okay, so let's say for the sake of argument, I'm taking a class and I say like uh, my class. Okay, this is my default class, and then in the constructor, okay, I am passing self as an argument and then star star keyword args. Okay. Now here I would say for key comma value in keyword args dot items, we would use set attribute. Set attribute is what we will be using here. Okay. To assign to initialize the attributes of this class. Okay. So we would say self, of course, because every attribute has to be associated with the object, right? So for that we have to use self. That is basics, okay? If you have watched the Python object-oriented tutorials, I think there should not be any doubt in this. Self and then key, comma val. So now let us look at my instance here. My instance equal to my class, okay? Let's say name equals Sudarshan Devarajulu. Okay. Uh, Designation is full stack developer. Okay. Uh, Years years in org equals. Let's say we give it in strings actually. 4 years and 11 months. Okay. Let's say, since we are saying years and months, right? Okay, let's say service in org. Okay, we could say like service in org. Okay, now now we created this my instance. Okay, now here with this, if you look at the my class definition, right? Now, what is the beauty of this is not just the values are dynamic, even the attributes are dynamic. Dynamic. Okay, class is same. My class. The my class object here, which is my instance, has dynamic attributes and dynamic values. Okay, if you say my instance dot name, you get Sudarshan Devaraju, and then if you say my instance dot service in org, you'll get the 4 years and 11 months. Let's get another instance just to prove my point. Your instance, okay, your instance equal to my class. Okay, let's say this is about an item in the grocery store. Okay, okay, any item in the grocery store is an object, right? Okay, so we can say like item name. We can say like uh, grocery name equals um, grocery name is like whole milk. Okay, and then price. Now price is in float, right? So we can say price is like um, $4.33. Okay, and then okay, um, units equal to uh, 3.5 in gallons. That means 3.5 gallons. Okay, now your instance dot grocery name is whole milk. Your instance dot price is 4.33. Okay, we can we can actually print this in dollars and cents actually. Okay, we can say print, okay, f format string, use format strings. Okay, and then say like dollar price. Sorry. Okay, and similarly we can say print format string. Okay, um, your instance dot units 3.5 gallons. Okay, so what do you see here? You see that the attributes are different, are dynamic. Values are anyhow dynamic. Okay, we know an example where value only values are dynamic, but attributes are same. But in this case, because of this kind of construct, right? Okay, we now have a class wherein even the Attributes are dynamic. Okay. So Mukesh, you can use something like this to an effect wherein you can check like, okay, something like, okay, like for example, any default or designated attribute, if it is missing in the definition, we would throw an error. Okay. So you can use this to come up with your idea. Okay. Yeah. So that's all I have, friends. Okay. And before we wind up, right, I want to give you one more example about the functions with whereas. Okay. Now, so we know, right? We all know the function. Okay. So let me clear this out. Okay. Oh, sorry. I think I may have to reopen the terminal. Okay. So we all know function definitions in Python. Okay. We would say def run, and then this is function with our arguments. Okay. And then we can say like print. Okay. We would say like print um I'm running something to that effect. Okay. And now if we call run, right, we would have I'm running now. We can also have function with arguments. Okay. Like my run. Okay. Like let's pass some arguments like mm, mm, um, let's pass some values like 10 comma. Okay. And then uh, so that's some. Okay. We can something like this. We can say, okay, we cannot give values here. We have to give variables. Okay. So value comma name. Okay. We can say value comma name, and then we can say print. Okay. Like f format string. We can also, instead of print, right, we can say return also. We can say return. Okay. Name spent so many years in USA. Okay. Now if I say my run, and then if I say like, okay, 10 comma, so that's all right. See, since it's a REPL, right, we get to see the output. Okay. But if you're using a construct, like if you're using an editor, right, you won't see it. Okay. You won't see it. You have to use, you have to do something like print. Okay. Uh, my run. Okay. Like x comma something like this. Okay. Now, these are coming back to our argument. Okay. These are functions with args and with keyword args. Now, normally, right, we would want a function definition to handle arguments and keyword arguments. Okay. So in the case of minor, right, okay, 10 is called arg, okay, and if you have something like value equal to 10, something like that, then it is called keyword arg, where value is called key and 10 is called the value here. Okay, something like that. Okay, now how to write such a definition? Let's say I don't know how many arguments I want can be passed, but I want to write a function with dynamic arguments. Okay, we are not talking about keyword or set here. We are only talking about dynamic arguments. How do we do that? For that, we would say def another. Okay, let's say like func with where args. Okay, and then say star args. So now let's say we want to print each of the arguments. So for we would say like for arg in args print f arg is arg. I think we have a if args. This is Python coding. If args, okay, if args are like when you say star args, right? When you define a function in this construct, right? Like def func with where args, you can call with arguments also. It would run. It would accept. The Python interpreter would run it to. It would not complain even if you call this without arguments. Okay, so if args are passed, which means if args are defined, then we would say like for arg in args print arg is arg else print no args were passed. Now if I call func with args, right? See, we get no args were passed output. Now let's say we pass func with 10, 20 others and see. Okay. Now, so this is about args. Now let's look at okay, I think the video duration will be more. Okay. I'll cover keyword args in the next video. Okay. Thank you for watching the video.